Hey everyone, so here I am with my review with both Iron Man and the Incredible Hulk. I was originally supposed to do this last night, but something came up, so here I am with it now. So let's begin off with Iron Man. Iron Man is the first movie in the MCU which was directed by Jon Favreau, and I think it did a pretty good job for its first movie. It's only been 2 years since I first seen the movie, but I meant to do this video months ago, so then, well, you know what I mean. So, with Iron Man, uh, the good thing, especially the best part of the movie, is Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. I mean, I can't really see anybody else as Iron Man. Well, they almost did cast Tom Cruise as Iron Man, but I think I'd rather have Robert Downey Jr. So, about everything else, I do like the chemistry between Pepper Potts and Iron Man, to where they're just starting off with the beginning of their relationship, where Pepper Potts is just his assistant at the time, and I think it's just pretty funny at some scenes, and really just starts off fresh to kick off the whole universe. With its villain, the villain was okay. I mean, they didn't try to go over the top with it or too big or anything like with Loki, but it was still a pretty decent villain that I enjoyed. And my favorite scene would probably be when Iron Man goes to fight the terrorist to save people from the 10 rings, and when he blows up the missile with the tank missile. So then, other than that, I can't really think anything bad about the film that I didn't like. I mean, Terrence Howard as Rhodey, I liked him as Rhodey a little bit, but the only reason why he left is because he didn't like Robert Downey Jr. that much, and he just left the project. So then the role went to Don Cheadle in Iron Man 2, but I'll talk about that in another video. So, a part of me still wishes that he would have stayed as Rhodey, but it was still cool. And at the time, before it was owned by Disney, it was really owned by Paramount Studios. They were allowed to do other stuff that I really not want to mention right now, but really, so my overall score for Iron Man, my letter rank, is probably a B plus for now. I mean, it's not one of my huge favorites. I mean, I don't think it should be that praised as much as it is, but it's still pretty good to me. So, and for a number rank, I give it a solid, probably an 8 out of 10, since the movie is still pretty good though at the same time, which is just a reasonable score for me. So, okay, now we're on to the Incredible Hulk. For the Incredible Hulk, I think this is one of the most underrated films of the MCU so far, since I think it has a good story. It really keeps me interested at some points in the movie, and to where I never really seemed bored with it, really. Only at like 2 parts, really. Obviously, my favorite part of the movie is to where he fights with the Abomination in Harlem, New York, and then just it's probably just one of my favorite action scenes in Marvel movies, to where the Hulk just grabs a police car and rips it in half and uses that for boxing gloves. And I mean, who wouldn't enjoy that? Seeing the Hulk bashing the Abomination with a police car. Now, I guess the bad parts of this film, it gives a little too much exposition that really, I think that's why it's so underrated in my opinion, to where people think that it gives too much info and it kind of stretches out throughout the movie, which makes it pretty long at the point. So, about Edward Norton's Hulk with Bruce Banner, I kind of enjoyed him. It's not that I don't like Mark Ruffalo, but some part of me wishes that Edward Norton would have stayed in the MCU, just like with Terrence Howard with Rhodey. And so, yeah, I mean, that's really all real much I have to say about this. But unfortunately, we're never gonna get a sequel to it, since Universal Studios won't allow Marvel or Disney to make another one. So until they make that deal out, I don't know what's gonna happen with it. So with the leader, they foreshadowed in the movie, to where his blood went inside of Mr. Blue's head, but then, unfortunately, that sequel never happened. So, really, the only person that returned to the franchise after that movie was General Ross, which he was now Executive Ross in Civil War, which he gave them the Sokovia Accords, and he's also in Infinity War, so it was nice to see him again. Well, that's really it to say about the Incredible Hulk for me. Tell me in the comments below what you guys thought about Iron Man and the Incredible Hulk, and I will be doing more of these movie reviews in the future. And oh yeah, I didn't give my score for it. My score for the Incredible Hulk is probably I'll give it a C plus since it gives like a little too much exposition at some points, like to where the reason why it will feel dull to people. But yeah, so and it's kind of underused in villain at this point. And for my number score, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. I think that's reasonable for Incredible Hulk. Okay, like I said earlier, tell me what you guys thought in the comments below of what you thought about Iron Man and the Incredible Hulk, and what was your favorite scenes out of them? So tell me your favorite scenes and why you like them so much. And that's really it for this video. If you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all later. Peace out. Bye.